Sorry about the wobbles, but okay, we're back. Now let's get some papers into the oven. Right, so I take them out, I put them on the towel. Okay, I grab my piece of baking paper stuff. It's not waxed or anything like that, it's just paper, baking paper. I don't know what you guys get over there or whatever, it can't be that much difference. Right, so we've got that one, and I put it in the oven. Now my oven, gee, what do I got it set on? Not high, depending on what mood I'm in. Whoa, how fast I want to move is how high. I get a bit of a system going, and then I'm right. So I get quite a bit of a papers in, out, all the time, depending, because I like to do a lot while I'm at it, so I lay them out. All right, you can towel dab if you want to. You can go back over it with your tea bag if you want to. You can, depending on how much and how quick and that you want them to dry, you can do this, whatever. I'm sort of kind of after any look, really, and I just go like that. And it puts a good effect on your paper, on your baking paper too. So, all right, so onto the tray, and then into the oven. You know how to put it in the oven, don't you? So I really don't need to show you how to do that, surely. Right, so let's show you a couple of these ones. Now remember I said you really got to be careful because they'll tear so easy, and you'll get holes in them so easy. So depending on your paper, guys, like this is just reflex A4 paper, your normal white paper. You can fold these like a folded note if you wanted to, which I might do one too, just to show you what it looks like. Okay. So if you want a really good look, leave it like that. So what I might do is I'll leave that one, but I'm going to take as much water off this one as possible. Okay, and let's see what difference we get. Alright, so I'm going to put this on the bottom in the oven. Some papers are getting ready to come out. Hope that doesn't catch fire. Golly. So I'm just sitting these on top of the baking paper before I take the top two out now. This is what it turns out like. That simple. Yeah. What's that red? Oh, that's from the thing. That's all right. So this is only going to be a real little one. But that's what that turns out like. Not a lot of difference. Just checking the next lot. Yeah, they can come out. Now, whoops, got one. These ones haven't been in as long. These are still slightly damp. But you should be able to see the colour difference. Shocking light here. Sorry, guys. I wonder if that makes a difference. Nope. Yeah, this one was in a bit longer. This one's not, and I'm actually going to leave them like that. I can iron them dry. They're hardly even wet, so they'll come out in the iron and up for round 2. But what I want to do is the thing I said I wanted to experiment, sort of kind of do something different. Well, I tried it in before I did it, so before I filmed, just to see. But this is, how's that looking? Can you see that all right? What I did was I took a piece, okay, then I got these inks I bought years ago, and these are actually for dyeing, I can never say this word, guipure lace. Is that better? Guipure lace, I would say. These are the inks for it. Yeah, so I'm using these. A bit of water. Just checking my papers. I really need to get some more papers in the oven because I'm on gas. I don't want to waste my gas because it's too expensive. So, sorry, I know I'm crazy, but that's okay. Whoops. Hope you're seeing this. Hope I'm not. Probably not in shot. Okay, so I've sort of kind of, with this ink, guys, I don't know, you could use food dye, but my advice is don't use a lot. All right. So, I've added a bit of water in, well, sort of, and done that. So then I grabbed a tea bag and I just did that. Okay, I'll keep that tea bag for this one. Right, and then I got some green, a bit of water, get the rest of this red out. And I put the red in the tea bag mix with the rest of the papers. So we're going to go green now. But there's a fair bit of tea on here still, so I might dip it in the tea and really get it mixing up. Because I don't really want it bright and everything. I just want a hint of colour. Now, someone else can tell me a better way or whatever. I'm not fussed. But we're going to chuck this in. I'm just mucking around here just to sort of, just a hint of colour. I mean, that blotchy's pretty blotchy. But I'll put it on here, like so, and into the oven. Now those other two are ready. Okay, as you can see, this one's still a little bit, I'm going to put that back in because I really want to bring, this one's fine. This was the lighter one, the one that I dried. This one was the one that I left. It's slightly darker. I'm going to still not dry, so I'm going to go put that back in. I didn't worry about the paper. So I'm going to get some more papers into the oven. We'll wait for the others to dry. Just do all different things. Actually, what I might do this. I think we'll dry it like it and see what happens, eh? We'll do it to that too. I don't know if it's going to work. So we'll just experiment, hey. So I wonder if we can go like this. But they may not dry. I don't know. But let's give that a go. Let's see what happens. I'm all up for experimenting. Let's go. Whoops. Whoops. I think I better pull the tray out first. Whoop. Let's give it a go. Okay, into the oven. Whoa, I better get that other one out. Yep, that's that other one. Have a look. That's nice and dark now. It's quite a good. I better check the camera. I want to make sure this is all in shot because, yep. I'd hate to have to do this again. We all know what that's like. So, there we go. That's the darker one, and that's the lighter one. And you just give them an iron. I iron them. I mean, some people really like that chunky, rugged look. I like it. I don't mind it, but preferably, I love to press mine out so you can write on it better. But then again, if you've got terrible writing, this is probably not a bad idea. Anyway. So what are we doing? We are doing more papers. Okay. So let's get them rocking. I shouldn't have done it this way, but I'm not thinking. So I should have put these on the towel first, but that's okay. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's really going to make that much difference. It just means that you don't have so much excess tea. So, right. Whoops. I'm going to put the lemon lid on the ink, or else we're going to have ink everywhere. Okay. Should we try another one? Different colours. Let's have a go. I won't do it on that. We'll do it on... Let's have another go. Whoops, I tore it. That's the problem. When you've got your tea bags sitting on everything in your dish, remember to move the tea bags. Right, now let's try purples. I've got lilac. What's this? Oh, that's old. This is golden ash. Let's have a look what this will do. Takes me a little inky blotch thing. Great. Here it is. I'm just going to... Let's have a look what happens with this one. Whoa. Let's try going like this. Let's just play. Remember how we used to do butterfly? Try and get a nice pretty butterfly when you fold your paper. I'm not sure if this is right or wrong, guys, but let's see. Okay, that's one, so we'll get that onto the paper. And we'll do one more. I really don't, whoa, I don't have enough room. Golly. Okay, let's take a crinkled one and do the same thing. I've just got to keep an eye on the papers. Top layer's done. Come here. New. What? Oh, it's like, once you start this, guys, it's like non-stop. Okay, so let's get a bit of golden ash going on this one, see what happens. I don't know. Whoa. Maybe if we... Probably going to regret this, but let's have a look. Ooh. Okay. Put this in the oven. See how that's settling? I'm not really keen on it settling in one big blob in the middle. So, let's have a look how this turns out. Into the oven. Here we go. This is, oh, I forgot. Bit of a different pattern going on there. Well, they got wet patches, but that doesn't matter. I'll iron them out. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. There goes the oven. I'm sort of kind of getting a bit... I'm going to try some lilac, a nice lavender, or I think I'll try wisteria. If I remember rightly, the wisteria was quite a nice colour. That was a lot, wasn't it? Wisteria and a bit of green. I think it will soak in because it's been soaking in tea, like it's wet anyway, like which makes it easier to soak it in. I don't know, is that making sense? I don't know. Pam, this is your favourite colour, purple. So let's see how that comes out. Stick one more on the other side. I'm going to take some of the ink off, tea off that one. See, really, guys, you can get a whole batch of paper and not, well, they won't. None of them come out the same. So let's see how these turn out. This is the coloured one, and because of that patch, just going to do that and put it back in for a sec, just to see how it goes. So that's pretty much it. We'll just wait a little mini and see what happens with this last lot. And actually, I'm going to stop and we'll come back to part 3. Sorry, guys, but I'm going to finish all the papers. If I come up with something different, I'm just going to tell you how to do it, because what more can we do, sort of, kind of, with all this? It's like, woohoo, exciting, but also boring. It's very repetitive. So anyway, all right, guys, thanks for watching. See you in part 3. Bye.